Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to set up my budget planner for the month of April. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. The inserts that you're going to be seeing today come from my Etsy shop, SooSweetPlans. That's SooSweetPlans. I'll make sure I put that on the screen because obviously spelling ain't my thing today. So for April, since Easter is coming up, and I know bunnies and stuff are not what Easter is really about, but I like bunnies, and I actually saw some around here, so that was my inspo for April. And so I wanted to go with something that was real cute. And with the little houses and stuff, I thought that was really cute. So y'all know this is my monthly setup. I go from Sunday through Saturday as far as how I spend for my cash envelopes. Your week can be whatever it is that suits you. To me, I think that it's always better to go what works for your lifestyle, your pay frequency, that's easier for you to remember. For me, just a straight Sunday through Saturday, because anything else and I'm making a mess. So I've already written down my little bill due stickers, and this right here came from Caffeinated Kate, so these aren't mine. I didn't create these, and she has an Etsy shop, and that's the name of her shop, Caffeinated Kate. So I'm trying to use up what I have in my stash, and so my rent is due on the 1st. Put that down. The next for me is my internet, and that is, my internet's jumping around. One month it came out on the 7th, and I believe this month it came out on the 15th. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm going to put this on the 15th. I don't know what Xfinity is up to. So I'm going to drop that down to here. The next thing I have for us is my cell phone, and that's on the 18th. Sorry, I don't know where to put that paper. And there, so, and the last one for me is my utilities. I'm gonna put that on the 28th, because normally I have a bill hopefully by the 28th. It varies though. So that is that. The next thing I'm going to use Caffeinated Kate's payday stickers, and I get paid on the last day of the month, so the last day of March. I'm gonna put this down to the bottom. Hopefully that helps me to go across. I have a problem with straight lines. Every time I do something, it's crooked. And then the next thing is on the 15th. That is my last paycheck from my full-time job. Is on the 15th. YouTube, I'm keeping that separate, and I mainly use everything for YouTube right now to pay for stuff that has to deal with my YouTube, my channel, and all the expenses that go along with that, and as well as things I need for the shop, like printer ink and things like that. So both of those, I'm managing all the money together. But yeah, this calendar is a separate one with some notes pages if that's what you want. But yeah, that's available separately, and there is a budget pack. And so for me, I like to have a monthly budget, and so I do have these monthly budgets as well as the paycheck. So I put like one monthly budget as well as 5 paycheck budget sheets and 1 PDF, and so you can just print out what you need. So for me, I always print out my monthly, and I print out 2 paychecks because that's what works for me. So if you notice that I don't put variance on here, and the reason why is because I typically do that in every dollar, and normally I don't pay attention to it when it's on paper anyway, and that's just a Tracy preference. Me and math, we can be friends when I want to pay attention, but most of the time I ain't gonna act right. So I let every dollar do my math for me. And so you'll see I keep a cash envelope breakdown where I can write in my categories, the bills, the denominations that I want, and then how many I need. And then typically I'll write this down, and then by the time I go to the bank, I will give them that sheet and then let them know what do I need. Now I can't get it all the time though, but yes. And then y'all see my paycheck number 1 and my paycheck number 2, and the paychecks, they are separate too in the budget area. So I do have letter size and the classic happy planner size. And then there's my weekly check-in, and I'll make sure I put in the video, show you me filling this out. But I wrote in my categories. This time I'm using a 6 category sheet, and it makes sense just to use one that has more room. I like having a little extra space in there. Before I was just using a 5 because 5 is what I had, but some people had 6. So there. So, and then my spending tracker. And this is where I track everything that I spend from my cash envelopes, because my bills, I don't use cash for those. I use the money that sits in my account. So once I go to the bank once a month, take out all my cash envelopes, that is what I'm tracking here. And so when I say Sunday through Saturday on the calendar, I'm tracking my no spends and how much I spent in 1 week. So the number of Sundays in a month determines what weekly check-in that I have. So if there are 5 Sundays, then I have a 5-week check-in. If there's 4 Sundays, I have 4-week check-in. And different people do different things. Some people just prefer 4-week, and that makes sense because just keep it regular, No extra stuff and no extra things to remember. And then for me, I have my sinking funds and my sinking funds spending tracker. So I am debt free, so I don't have a debt tracker. And so now a lot of my money is going to my sinking funds, and I need to track that, as well as, like I'm trying to move and all this other stuff I have going on, as well as my medical expenses and stuff like that. So I need to keep track of those sinking funds and how am I spending that money out of there. All of my sinking funds are electronic, they're not cash, and that is just to it's more of a security thing for me. One of the things that I have found out is like my HVAC and everything, that's all upstairs. It wasn't until recently that I realized that they could get to the HVAC system without ever coming into the apartment. But it also gives them access to the apartment without using the front door, because it's like a drawstring just to drop that ladder down in that attic. And so that makes me a little bit nervous. So I try not to keep a lot of cash here. And so if you notice that when I was doing the saving challenges, I only wanted to max it out at 500. And the way I saw it was, what if somebody got in here and got the money? I'll be losing 500. Would that hurt? Yes, ma'am. But at least it's not, like a larger amount. But yeah, so that was my thought process. So that is the planner. I am looking forward to having some bunnies. Back in the day when I was a kid, we used to have pet bunnies. The girl, her name was Booby, and the guy, his name was Jack. And they were cool. Jack was all white and Booby was brown. So yeah, I used to love those rabbits. But yeah, so that is my motivation, and that is my April setup. And once again, you can find this in my Etsy shop, and it's SooSweetPlans, SooSweetPlans. See, it took me 2 times, but I could spell sweet. And so let me see, I'm almost about to just jump off of here. And I didn't even set my goals. So let's see, how many no spend days do I want to have for April? I think I'm gonna give myself a 5-day no spend per week. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. Let's do 22 no spends. I wish I had my little ruler. And I'm trying to think. To savings. There's a lot that's going to have to start coming out in April. Because I know like May 22nd is going to be like D-Day when I can turn in my keys for this apartment. So I'm gonna put another $2K. I want to put another $2K, $2,000 minimum to my savings and emergency fund. And I'm hoping that once we start moving, I don't have to dip into my emergency fund, because that's my biggest fear. So I'm just starting to build that up, and then I can't wait for us to get moved and get settled so I can really focus on that. And then taking care of that emergency fund is actually done. But thank y'all so much for watching. I will talk to you guys again on Tuesday when I do my monthly budget for the month of April. And y'all have a super fantastic Sunday. Bye, y'all.